Have you ever felt an overwhelming presence lurking just beyond your consciousness, making you feel uneasy, anxious, or even fearful for no clear reason? You sometimes feel as if you're being watched, followed, or impeded by unseen forces, despite your efforts to remain grounded in your spiritual journey. For those who are spiritually attuned, especially those designated as chosen ones, such feelings may be a manifestation of something much deeper and more significant than mere anxiety. This is where the concept of spiritual obsession comes into play. Spiritual obsession is a term used to describe the attachment of dark spirits to individuals, often those with a heightened spiritual connection or purpose. These spirits can subtly and profoundly influence various aspects of one's life, creating disturbances that impede growth, health, and spiritual progression. But what exactly are these dark forces, and how can you recognize their presence? How can you protect yourself from their influence and continue on your divine path? In this video, we will explore the nature of spiritual obsession, its causes, the signs that point to its presence, and most importantly, how to deal with it to safeguard your spiritual well-being. What is spiritual obsession? Spiritual obsession involves the attachment of dark spirits to individuals, often those who possess a heightened sense of spiritual awareness or have a significant divine purpose. These spirits, sometimes referred to as attachments or influences, can disrupt various facets of a person's life. The term spiritual obsession captures the persistent, intrusive nature of these energies, which can affect thoughts, emotions, physical health, and even life events. Their influence can range from subtle disturbances to profound disruptions, manifesting in ways that hinder the person's spiritual journey. But why would such spirits attach themselves to individuals in the first place? What makes a person more vulnerable to these types of spiritual disturbances? These are the questions that those who are aware of their spiritual sensitivity must ask themselves, for the answers lie in understanding the very nature of these spirits and how they operate. These dark entities thrive on dissonance and imbalance. They prey on the weaknesses or vulnerabilities in individuals' spiritual, emotional, and mental states, attempting to disrupt the connection between the person and their higher purpose. Spiritual obsession often arises in those with a strong spiritual connection, particularly individuals who are walking a path toward greater enlightenment or fulfillment of a divine calling. These dark forces seek to derail their progress and keep them from realizing their full potential. What is spiritual obsession? The causes of spiritual obsession are varied, and understanding these factors is key to identifying when such disturbances are occurring. There are a few primary reasons why dark spirits might attach themselves to certain individuals. 1. Unresolved conflicts from past lives. One of the major causes of spiritual obsession stems from unresolved issues carried over from past lives. Individuals who have unresolved karma or spiritual debts may attract negative energies that seek to impede their growth in this lifetime. These spirits may be remnants of past encounters, lingering around to fulfill unfinished business. 2. Envy and jealousy. Another common cause of spiritual obsession is envy. Toxic individuals, whether they be close to you or not, may harbor negative emotions such as jealousy or bitterness toward your success, peace, or divine purpose. These emotions can form a bridge for dark spirits to attach themselves to you, influencing the lives of those who are consumed by these feelings. 3. Carelessness and neglect. Carelessness in maintaining one's spiritual health is another cause. Just as a house left untended may attract pests, a soul that is not carefully tended to may become susceptible to spiritual interference. Neglecting practices like meditation, prayer, or spiritual grounding can leave openings for these dark spirits to attach themselves to your aura and energy. 4. Interference with a higher spiritual purpose. Most commonly, those who are spiritually chosen for a higher purpose, those on a divine mission, are targeted by dark spirits. These spirits seek to distract, dishearten, or even sabotage the chosen individual's path in order to prevent them from fulfilling their divine calling. The higher the spiritual purpose, the more intense the interference can be. Recognizing the signs of spiritual obsession. How can you tell if you're experiencing spiritual obsession? The symptoms and signs of spiritual disturbances are often subtle at first, but they intensify over time if left unchecked. Here are some of the most common signs that you may be dealing with spiritual obsession. 1. Constant feeling of being watched. One of the first signs of spiritual disturbance is an overwhelming sensation of being watched. This often brings with it feelings of anxiety, fear, or unease, particularly when you are alone or in a private space. This sensation may come and go, but it is always accompanied by an inexplicable and persistent discomfort. If you've experienced a sense of someone or something observing you, especially in moments when there's no logical explanation for it, it could be a sign of spiritual obsession. 2. Intrusive people. Another indication of spiritual interference is the presence of intrusive individuals. These people may excessively ask questions, pry into personal matters, or become overly inquisitive about aspects of your life that should remain private. They may seem innocent at first, but they could be unconsciously influenced by dark spirits, acting as conduits for these energies to gather information or manipulate your spiritual journey. 3. Repeated failures or misfortunes. Spiritual obsession often leads to a string of failures or misfortunes, especially when you're approaching a breakthrough in your personal or spiritual life. This could manifest as unexpected setbacks, obstacles that seem insurmountable, or a persistent feeling of being blocked. These disturbances are often designed to derail you just when you are on the verge of realizing your divine purpose or reaching a significant milestone. 4. Persistent nightmares. Recurring dreams of being chased, persecuted, or attacked are common indicators of spiritual obsession. These nightmares can reflect the attempts of dark spirits to interfere with your spiritual journey, often occurring during sleep as a means of breaking your spiritual connection or creating fear and doubt within you. False accusations. Another disturbing sign is false accusations, slander, or ridicule. You find yourself repeatedly being misjudged or unjustly criticized, especially when it seems disproportionate or unfounded. It could be a sign that spiritual forces are attempting to damage your reputation and weaken your resolve. This is often part of a broader strategy by dark spirits to undermine your confidence and distract you from your true path. Other signs of spiritual disturbance. In addition to the more obvious signs, spiritual obsession can manifest in a variety of subtle ways. You might experience increased irritability or mood swings that seem out of character, as well as emotional fragility, where your emotional state fluctuates without explanation. Unexplained physical pain, such as persistent back pain, stomach issues, or headaches, that doesn't seem to have any medical cause. These physical symptoms are often connected to energetic blockages or spiritual disturbances. Excessive yawning or physical fatigue, which may signal the need for spiritual cleansing or a sign that your energy is being drained by negative influences. These symptoms are usually not isolated events, but rather part of a pattern that continues over time, growing stronger the longer spiritual obsession goes unchecked. How to deal with spiritual obsession? So how can the chosen ones deal with the interference of dark spirits? The first step is recognizing when spiritual intrusion is occurring. Once you've identified the signs, it's essential to take action to protect yourself and reclaim your spiritual peace. Here are some powerful strategies for dealing with spiritual obsession. 1. Recognizing spiritual intrusions. The most important step is awareness. Simply knowing what to look for can help you identify the signs of spiritual interference early on. By staying vigilant and connected to your spiritual self, you can better detect when something feels off. Seeking protection. Strengthening your connection to God or the higher power that resonates with your beliefs is essential for spiritual protection. Prayer, meditation, and fellowship with like-minded individuals can reinforce your spiritual shield, making it more difficult for dark spirits to penetrate. 3. Setting boundaries. Being discerning about who you allow into your personal space is crucial. Setting boundaries with individuals, especially those who may unknowingly serve as conduits for dark forces, is a powerful way to protect your energy. Trust your intuition and don't be afraid to create distance from those who feel draining or invasive. 4. Spiritual cleansing. Engaging in regular spiritual cleansing practices is essential to maintaining a clear and protected aura. Whether through prayer, rituals, or personal spiritual practices, cleansing your energy field can help repel negative forces and restore balance to your soul. Guarding your spirit. Finally, maintaining a healthy, balanced connection with your soul is key to preventing spiritual obsession. Regularly nurturing your inner peace, seeking wisdom, and staying grounded in your spiritual practices will help you resist the influence of dark spirits and keep your energy strong. The purpose of trials. Spiritual growth and strengthening. It's important to remember that trials, including those brought about by spiritual obsession, are not meaningless. They serve a greater purpose in the journey of the chosen one. These trials are opportunities for purification, growth, and strengthening. By facing and overcoming these spiritual disturbances, you not only fortify your connection with the divine, but you also develop the resilience necessary to fulfill your higher role in this lifetime. These challenges help you become more attuned to your spiritual path, and through them, you will emerge stronger, wiser, and more capable of carrying out the mission you were called to complete. The lessons learned from overcoming spiritual obsession are valuable stepping stones that prepare you for the greater purpose that lies ahead. Final message. Staying vigilant and connected to your divine path. In conclusion, spiritual obsession is a serious disturbance that can disrupt the lives of those who are on a divine mission. Recognizing the signs of spiritual interference, protecting your energy, and staying connected to your higher purpose are essential steps in overcoming these dark forces. By cultivating a strong relationship with your spiritual self, remaining vigilant, and seeking guidance when needed, you can navigate these challenges and continue on your path of enlightenment and fulfillment.